What's up? Tell y'all what's up. It's another moment of Willie Emerson's 5 Ups. Yes, sir. All right. Today's edition of 5 Ups is my top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. 1990s cartoons. Now, let me start with my honorable mention. Now, I want to put it on the list, but yeah, it was 5 cartoons I kind of favored. But this cartoon is one of my favorites in the 90s. My honorable mention goes to Gargoyles. If y'all don't remember Gargoyles, Gargoyles was amazing. Talking about awesome Disney cartoon too. But the thing about Gargoyles, it wasn't your traditional Disney, especially in that time frame. You know what I'm saying? But I love Gargoyles. I still watch it on Disney Plus whenever I get a chance. You know what I'm saying? But Gargoyles was a good one with my man Goliath. And you know what I'm saying? They had Xanatos. Hey, that was the dude. Xanatos. Yeah, that was a good one. But Goliath was my man on that one. I'm telling you, Goliath, he was A1 certified. But Gargoyles would be my honorable mention because Gargoyles, you know, I used to watch it all the time. I say I was my my junior year of high school. And I would watch it in the afternoon. And I'm like, hey, this cartoon, you know, pretty cool, pretty dope. But man, that storytelling was good, man, in that. You know what I'm saying? And I still watch it. I wish they would have continued it even further after they showed it on Saturday mornings, because that was getting good too. But you know how that go. But yeah, Gargoyles, that would be my honorable mention. All right, now let's start the 5. At number 5, life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. DuckTales. Woo! I love me some DuckTales. Shoot, I love DuckTales. And I'm going to tell y'all this. I watched the classic DuckTales, and I liked that reboot. I liked that reboot of DuckTales too. And I love the DuckTales movie. But I love DuckTales. I'm talking about, man, I'm telling you, I love Scrooge McDuck, man. All I want to know is, man, how this man swim in that money like that and not hit his cranium? Like, this dude backstroking and some gold coins, man. Now, the average person do that. You getting a headache or broke leg, broke arm, something. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's a cartoon, so you know what I'm saying? But nah, man. Scrooge was that dude, though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell y'all who was the dude in DuckTales. To me, I liked it. Launchpad. Yeah. I was a Launchpad McQuack guy. Y'all know he was in Darkwing Duck too. But in DuckTales, hey, I liked the Launchpad, you know. Launchpad was alright. Couldn't never hit a landing for nothing. But Launchpad was my dude. And of course, you know, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and, you know, Webby and Bubba. And y'all, you know I can't forget about my man, Blather and Blatherskites himself, Gizmo Duck. That was my guy too. But yeah, I love DuckTales, man. You know what I'm saying? I admit it, at 47, I was still cut on Disney Plus, and I would still watch DuckTales. And I'm gonna tell y'all this too. DuckTales got one of the hardest dopest theme songs of all time. I love that theme song. And that bad boy still slap. Yes. I mess with it, y'all. But I love me some DuckTales. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have that at number 5. Now, at the number 4 spot, I got to go with them Animaniacs, Yakko, Wakko, and Dot, the Warner Brothers, and the Warner sister. I love me some Animaniacs, man. I'm telling y'all. I liked that reboot too. But the reboot wasn't as good as the one in 93. The one in 93, fire. But I love me some Animaniacs because it felt like they was bringing back that old style Looney Tune type of magic. And it worked. You know what I'm saying? Animaniacs was just amazing, man. Then you gotta think, they had so many of the different characters too. You know, like Pinky and the Brain. I love Pinky and the Brain. You know what I'm saying? And Slappy Squirrel. And you know what I'm saying? What was the dog and the girl? What was their name? Buttons and Mindy, I think. But I liked the dad. And yeah, man. I love me some Animaniacs. Animaniacs was fire. And you know what I'm saying? I would still watch Animaniacs like I would DuckTales, man. I'm telling y'all, these 1990 cartoons, man, especially you watch them now, hey, they still got that magic, y'all. It's just different now that, you know, a lot of us then got older. But I'm telling you, I watch them just like I did when I used to get out of school, man. And sometimes, man, the magic's still there. So, you know what I'm saying? That was number 4. Now, at the number 3 spot, y'all know I got to go with that. Let's see if y'all remember this. Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man. Spider-Man, 1994. Love that cartoon. I still watch that too. I watched all the seasons many a times and still will watch them. Plus, man, they brought some of the greatest Spider-Man comic books to life, man, in that cartoon. A lot of them episodes was a lot of them comic books I was reading. And I'm like, ooh. You know, they made a few changes here and there. You know, they had to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they had a rating. And, you know, we was kids. Well, we were teenagers at that time. However, man, that Spider-Man, man, I'm telling you, still slap. Now, I got many favorite episodes when it comes to Spider-Man 94. So it's like hard for me to even, you know, pick what's my favorite saga. Because it was so many great episodes in them Spider-Mans, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you could go, you know, with when he met Venom for the first time, or when Peter Parker got the symbiote suit, or the Madam Web saga, or when he crossed over with the X-Men. And, you know, I liked how they did that. How they crossed it over with the, you know, the Marvel Universe. See, if you go back and watch Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse was in that series. Yeah, the Spider-Verse came before the actual Across the Spider-Verse and Beyond the Spider-Verse. Yeah, y'all time travel and watch Spider-Man, man. Yeah, they had all the Spider-Mans back in that series. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all go check that out, though. But Spider-Man 94 at number 3. At number 2, y'all know where I'm going to go with this one. Here we go. You know I'm talking about them Uncanny X-Men, baby. 1992. At the number 2 slot, love them X-Men. X-Men, same feeling as Spider-Man for me. And what was special for me, watching X-Men, see, at the same time, I was collecting them comics very heavy. You know what I'm saying? And you want to know an FYI, y'all? I still got all those X-Men comics. Yes. When I from when I went to actually X-Men, I could go back to probably my elementary days. All those comic books of X-Men that I collected in, say, the late 80s, to me going to high school, junior high, then high school, even in my college years, I still own every last one of those books. All still in great condition. Some of them books inspired a lot of those episodes. You know what I'm saying? So it was the same thing as Spider-Man. Same thing was with X-Men. See, I was collecting a lot of comics. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, as I'm reading my comic books, whether it was Spider-Man or X-Men, Saturday mornings was dope for me because I would wake up. Spider-Man come on, Spider-Man came on first. Then right after Spider-Man, X-Men came on. So you know what I'm saying? It was like a tandem. And it was like, man. And then after they went off, shoot, I just, get my issue of Spider-Man or get an issue of X-Men. And I just started reading. And I'm like, okay. But a lot of X-Men was in that. Oh, and I love the 1997 series. Yes, Lord. And it's going to be a season 2 for that. I'm going to check that out, man. That X-Men 97 was fire. The first season, I love it. But we talking about 1992 X-Men. So, that's at the number 2 slot. And number 1, my favorite cartoon from the 1990s will be Batman, the animated series. Man, that cartoon was beautiful. I'm talking about, man, this 1992 as well. This is around the time Batman with Jack Nicholson and Michael Keaton. And then, that same year, Batman Returns came out with Michael Keaton, Michelle Pfeiffer as the Catwoman, and Danny DeVito as the Penguin. Now, when that cartoon came out, I was like, wow. I'm talking about the artwork, everything. How they did Batman, Kevin Conroy, rest in peace to him, because amazing. That man was amazing as Batman. He was actually probably my favorite Batman. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Conroy. And of course, y'all know I can't forget my boy, Mark Hamill is the Joker. That's my favorite Joker. Believe it or not, my favorite Joker of all time, you would think I would say the live actions. I'm a Mark Hamill guy. Yes, Mark Hamill is the Joker is actually my favorite Joker. And I love the movie that came out, Mask of the Phantasm. I still remember when my sister took me to go see that movie. Man, I was blown away. And I'm like, they ain't even put this on TV. And that was fire. The Batman animated series will forever be my favorite cartoon of the 1990s. And ladies and gentlemen, that was my top 5 cartoon of the 1990s. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I do it in this one-up world. And I'm going to bless y'all with some more 5-ups. So y'all stay tuned. All right. Y'all have a blessed one. Hit y'all with some gaming corner later on. Y'all check out the Doppels. I'm going to be cooking up some wrestling. So you know what I'm saying? And stay tuned for that free preview tonight. You know what I'm saying? Where you going to see me go against my evil counterpart, Billy Emerson, for champion versus champion. match. Y'all check that out. Now I got some more matches in Willie World Wrestling Jumping today as well. So with that said, peace.